Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. CEA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And we're off from Jacksonville. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the 5th-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school in Georgia to stardom at Clemson and even a playoff run in Jacksonville. It's just consistency. Week in and week out, that'll be the next step for Trevor in his career.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Complete over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Third and 4 coming up now. Lawrence working from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. He has it at the 22. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback. The high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They run again with Hubbard. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Young's going to sneak it. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Offense to the line for second down. Young working from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Xavier Legette the target on that throw. So now it's going to be third and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Third and long, Young. He'll make a bid for it. That ball is out. Young lost it. Oh, the Jags got it.
There are so many fundamental details playing the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Out of the gun to give to Etienne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Lawrence now off the play action. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Move those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down.
I know that jet sweep didn't result in a home run, a splash play, Kate. That's a body blow. And boxers, they love to go to the body because if they do it enough, they know that knockout can come.
Thought for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on second down. Counter give to Etienne. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Etienne again. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Jaguars capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their second drive. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Tight end in motion right. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Hubbard again. Has good room at the 35. Inside the 45. And he works this down to the 41. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
37 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
He takes this forward all over to about the 39. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 39. And set up the screen. It's Hubbard. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Here's Hubbard on the give. Has some space inside the 15. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. His charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap now to Young. Has it in close. And this one does not go far.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Young. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers trim the lead to 1. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
The 30-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Lawrence throwing here. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Oh, got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. Gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. That stop made by Derek Brown.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They go right back to Etienne. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Look underneath here for Etienne. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Lawrence looking to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for another Jaguars.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They'll run. Kick behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Panthers get to that one. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. And it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
The Panther offense headed out to the field. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Counter play, Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard, the ball carrier. He was taken
On these
down
1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They bring Renfro in motion right. Looking to throw. Young. This is Leggett working the left side. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Play action now. Young. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Carolina.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. That back remains hungry.
No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
No gain on the play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Young to throw it. Pass caught by Renfro. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And the Panther first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Complete to Xavier Leggett. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Time for our second quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. They bring their tight end left. On second down, it's Hubbard. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Young working from the gun. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
First and goal, Carolina.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
First and goal, Hubbard. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Young hangs onto it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers parlay the turnover into a lead. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jaguars 7.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jaguars down running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. First call here coming from the shotgun. ETN gets it on the draw. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, ETN gets it. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll try it left with ETN. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Hits him on the out route. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Going on 1st down, Lawrence. Completes another one to Thomas. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for another Jaguars.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Now give this up the middle to ETN. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on 1st. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
2nd and 13. Take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
1st down and goal.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. ETN has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie things up at 14. after tying this game up. They're all set to send her away. Dowdle now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That right there is just such a sinking feeling for a running back. You're looking to turn the corner. You're looking for space. You're looking for somewhere to run. But eventually, you've got nowhere to run, and it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now it's Young. He'll set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
You could see that screen develop as the lineman pull right out in front. Sets up a nice game. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the gun, Young. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Go play action, Lawrence. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot, and believe it, your guy can get there.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's a give to Etienne. And they bring him down around the 34. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's good for another Jacksonville.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. On the run, it's Etienne. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Counter give to Etienne. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. So ETN departs with the injury. And coming in to serve as the temporary workhorse, it's Tank Bigsby. Throwing his Lawrence on third down. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Jaguar first down.
That's good for another Jaguars. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Give up the gut to Bigsby. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence working from the gun. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
On his Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7.
Panthers 14.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Down now to return it. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Panthers set to take the field. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Young. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
At the 44-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Hubbard again. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap now to Young. Getting out to his left. He's running for it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Off the play fake, it's Young. Hits his running back. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Young throwing here. This throw is caught. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down, a run by Hubbard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They're going for this from just a few yards out. They could get a touchdown or a 1st down here. They're going for it, Young. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
In truth, Kate, I felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on 2nd down as well.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Now here he goes. Lawrence goes into a slide before that hit can arrive with enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll motion Brown right. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. He finds Brown right side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Jaguars have a lot of work to do for any points before the break. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
30-yard line.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. He's going to tuck it and run. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for another Jaguars. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Second and goal coming up from the 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking for it. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Oh, I hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate. And you get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt that much more difficult.
After the sack, offense dealing with 3rd and goal now from the 10. Lawrence to throw it. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a first down here. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14.
Panthers 14.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now it's Young. Dumps it off to his running back. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Young's going to sneak it. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a 1st down. Come on, boys.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. Looking to return from the 29. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First and 10 now from the 30. It's a design boot. Jump off caught by his back. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 48. Stepping up, and he's going to run.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. Escapes the pocket. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Lawrence, a quick throw out line. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Why in the heck do you do 2 or 3 plays when you could get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. This is Bigsby. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Bigsby. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
They were running again with Bigsby. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards, and they're sitting on 3rd and goal now.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Just 3 yards between them and a touchdown. It's 3rd and goal. Lawrence working from the gun. Has it in close. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars push their lead further to start the half. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Dowdle now to return it. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Ball at the 33 for first down. Motioning one of the tight ends. This drive will begin with Hubbard. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was taken down.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the gun, Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now to Young. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Young hangs on to it. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Young looking to throw. And let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Third and long, Young. Searches from the pocket, and the Jaguars are there. He's all down. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Carolina in punt formation. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Now we'll give left side to Bigsby. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's good for a
Those
Jaguars.
outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
First down, and they go right back to it. He finds a little room there before being hauled down, gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now it's Bigsby. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Rolling left, buying some time. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Free play here. Let's see what he does. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 1st down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Short side option here. He's running left. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Jaguars can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead.
Panthers 14.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. This has become must-score territory now every time out, since they trail by a full 4 possessions in this 2nd half. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 28. Called in left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing from the gun. And it'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Intended for Tommy Tremble. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Young again. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
And the Panther first down.
From the pistol, it's Young. McMillan on the slant. And they take him down right along the 30.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Jaguars' 30-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And going play action. Young. Connects on the crosser. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Here's Young to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. It's 2nd and goal.
As quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find the throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Off the play fake, it's Young. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Panthers 21.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
For Carolina.
Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jaguars back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Give up the gut to Bigsby. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive-starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here's the first carry from the Quint Allen. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
He's running for it. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. They give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's 2nd down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Jaguars first down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Slot man in motion right. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Dumps it off to his running back. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
At that down and distance, this group is pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. But so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Hand off here for Bigsby. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
Offense to the line for second down. They've got a man in motion. Now it's Lawrence. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. He slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Little knocks it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They've got first down from the 31. Young working from the gun. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Rush coming for Young. Setting up the running back screen. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the gun, Young. That's caught for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. He keeps it and takes off. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now it's Young. We've got a screen to the running back. And this one doesn't go far.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now to Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Following that incompletion, we got an injured player on the field in need of a look from the trainers. Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Jaguars and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
To Brian Thomas Jr. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On play action now, Lawrence. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Lawrence. He'll try and run this. A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
It's a gain of 27 yards. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Give to Allen out of the shotgun. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Right back to Allen. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun. looking touchdown, but can't connect. So after getting that pass away, he's in some visible discomfort. Training staff out now to see how serious it may be. Cam Little getting the call on fourth down here to put 3 up for the Jaguars. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Little knocks it through, and that grows the lead to 27.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Dowdle now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And after they were stopped on fourth down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing with a... That ball is out. Young lost it. But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Brought in right side by McMillan. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate. They stretch it vertically, and they'll stretch you horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch on to it. But you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous.
There's a dive up the middle. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. From the 42. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. They're going for it. Young. into the hands of Leggett. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Running back sent in motion. Young on 1st and 10. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Young throwing here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Big strike here to Moore. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Play action now, Young. This throw is caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Brought down back at the
You get to these
6-yard line.
goal-to-goal situations, you know what a win is defensively, Kate? A stalemate. Just don't let them go forward. When you actually knock them backwards as they just did, you've now energized your whole group defensively.
3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. Young to throw it. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Panthers putting up points in a game decided. It's a Bryce Young touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
Panthers 28.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And this is covered by the Jaguars. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And that run makes some history for him. He's now topped the previous record for rushing in a game by a QB. The previous mark of 181 was held by Colin Kaepernick since those 2013 playoffs, and the mantle now belongs to this guy. And whatever total he reaches before the end of this one. Offense set for a first and 10. Running left with Bigsby. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Working inside the red zone. Hits his running back. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars, well, they can probably just run away and hide. Trying again from the 2. It's second and goal. Bigsby. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars put up even more points in a win. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars grow their lead yet again.
Jaguars 55, Panthers 28.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Dowdle now to return it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Panthers set to take the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw, Young. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. Young working from the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
To Tommy Tremble. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They kick the running back in motion. From the 29. Renfro on the catch. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
He can run it. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Panthers making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And it's up and good, and they'll get one last tally in the final acts of this ball game. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.